Well, welcome back to the Corn Dog Caravan channel. Ray here. And today's video I'm going to be doing additional tests to our LiTime 1000W inverter. As you recall, early last year I did a couple of tests with it. It has worked phenomenal. Really the last couple of months we've been using it quite a bit to charge our batteries as we're driving. Why not? Because it's, I've got the spare. I won't go into detail about how it all set up because you can watch the other video, the unboxing and the wiring. But yeah, the new unit that LiTime sent over to me has worked phenomenal. I haven't had any issues. In today's test, what I want to do is test the inverter when it goes from 98 to 99% state of charge on my house system, and then also keeping the inverter on using some type of device that uses a low wattage to keep the inverter on, so when it actually gets to 100% full charge at my battery bank, I don't want the inverter to shut off. I want it to keep running. So I want to kind of do a test and we'll see what happens. So if you like this kind of stuff, hit that like button and subscribe and do all that stuff. So let's get to it. Alright, so I'm testing different appliances, really low wattage. I've got a toothbrush, like a rechargeable toothbrush stand. It kept fluctuating between 0 and 1 watt, so it's really limited. And then I also had an induction cooktop that when it's just basically at idle, it uses right around 1 watt just to run the LED lights. But I want to use something a little bit more just to kind of run a good test on the inverter. So what I want to do next is I've got a waffle maker or waffle iron I want to plug in. And right now we're drawing 0 watts. I have lights on my waffle maker. So now I'm going to turn it on really low. Alright, so it spiked to 896, I think I saw for a brief moment. So we're running over 800. I'm not getting any beeps or anything right now, so that's a good sign. So the inverter's putting out well over almost 90% of its capacity. This is the 1000W inverter. This is still too much. Alright, so now the waffle maker just cycled off, and of course you see that back down to 0. So I need to try a different appliance because I really want to try to get something maybe around 60 watts for a test. Alright, so my next test I have is a Honda Moto Compacto charger that uses 218 watts. So I've got that already plugged into the inverter. And let me go ahead and plug the charging into my Compacto. Alright, so we are charging now. Limited draw of 80 to 90 watts is what I've seen so far. Alright, so we're going to run the test now. So in the present state I have my inverter is turned off, but obviously it's still charging via solar. We're getting, I just turned the solar back on. I'm getting 151 watts of solar. So I'm not going to put too much demand on the inverter charger, or the inverter I guess you'd say here. Alright, so let's plug this in. Now my charge profile on my MPP solar is set for a 20 amp charge at the 24 volts, or actually 28.8. And right now the inverter is putting out 370 watts, 380. It's going to fluctuate with the solar. Now for this test, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get it from 98 to 99%. What I like to do is capture all the both meters, both the inverter as also my battery profile. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera. Okay, so I just turned to 99% while I was adjusting the camera. So we're at 99, still no issue with the inverter. It's only when it goes to 100%. And what I'm looking at now is my amperage coming in. So getting 15.9 in, my voltage, my percentage, my output of the inverter. But you can see that the inverter is now slowly starting to decline. Well, it's going to fluctuate a little bit with solar. Okay, you'll see that the state of charge now says 100%, but the inverter is still putting out wattage, so it's truly not at 100%. And you'll notice that my battery voltage is only 27.34, so I'm going to let it keep going up till probably gets about 28.8. And I'm also going to watch the trickle of the wattage coming out of the inverter. Once we start getting probably around 100 watts coming out, I'm going to supplement the inverter so that it continues to push out power without, without stopping. So that once the inverter actually shuts off and gets to 100% in my MPPT solar, we'll be able to finalize this test. So you'll see that I'm at 28.8. My battery bank in the back is completely full. I'm at 100%. The inverter is putting out a nominal 15 watts. I'm not getting any smoking. I really don't want to test it too much, but yet I do. But it seems like if the inverter continues to push out power, I'm not getting the smoke effect. Now that's either because this inverter is either built properly or doesn't have the issues that the first one did, or I don't know. So I'll let you guys be the judge and give me your input. Let me go ahead and unplug. So my inverter is now unplugged. I'm still charging. I've got a small Honda motor compactor that I'm charging right now. Wattage draw is really small. So I'm at the stopping point. I'm gonna go ahead and shut everything off. But seriously, folks, give me some feedback, especially some electronic geniuses, because I can't figure this one out. In prior test, I started smoking right when it went to 100% state of charge and the inverter shut off. So, but as always, if you like what you see, hit that like button, comment please down below. Subscribe if you like this kind of content, and if You have any ideas, definitely put it in the comments. I'll keep saying that. It really is helpful. Thanks for watching, guys.